Hey everyone, this is Matt. Welcome to another Mianite building video. Today we're going to be building the Nadeshot castle. But first up, Phil, hello.
Hello.
Hello. How
I
are you
was wondering
doing?
if you'd forget me for once.
No,
I'm doing
never.
well, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're
So,
we're here. We're back in
yeah,
Mianite.
back in the world of Mianite. And here it
fully
is,
the
look.
fully furbished castle.
Yeah, if you people didn't see, a couple of weeks ago we actually released a building video like this one, with time-lapses included, of us building FyreUK. Yes, hello, Phil. Hello. Yes, and this is it. This is it finished. There's been a few more tweaks, a little bit more detail put into it. There's a hot air balloon on the top, and the sides all have some cool detail and stuff now. But you can kind of see it now. Look at this. Look at it. Look at it.
I know.
It's so cool.
That was the one thing like we kept going back. We're like, oh wait, we didn't finish the sides. We should probably go do that.
I know. I like.
I
oh,
love
look
this
at that!
balloon.
You're entering the land of the wizards. No block breaking.
Yes.
I love that stuff. It's so cool. And there's the big
Big
logo.
old fire logo.
It's so good.
Oh.
So yeah, this is our HQ. This is where any of the Mianite people playing can actually come and request their own for us to build something for that inside. Man, it's crazy.
Like Hogwarts.
It is with the floating things, and there's some blocked off passages and stuff. Look at that. It's so cool as well to see this. Yeah, it's so cool to see this as well. Like when people come in and they explore it in their own videos and they have the reactions to it. It's very cool. Anyway, let's go over here. This is what we're doing today. Let's get on to the point of all of this. We're building a castle for Nadeshot, Optic Nadeshot. Syndicate gave us 50 diamonds, and he said, "Build me a castle." Well, build.
So we built
Nadeshot
a sign saying that we were going to build stuff.
Yeah, this was us kind of prepping, so we put a giant sign there. This was us testing block palettes about what kind of blocks we want to use, and this was the base kind of design shape that we came up with. It changes quite a lot along the way, but it's pretty good. I mean, this was like a miniature. We always build a little miniature to kind of get an idea of a bigature, yeah. And here we go.
You've got to coin the phrase bigature.
Oh,
yeah.
There's mobs running around, Phil. But yeah, building in progress. This is what we're gonna do. Are you okay? What are you doing, Phil?
What? I'm just
you murdering cows.
Things,
okay, here we go. Time lapse. Oh, you're still killing things. Wow, okay.
Well, what was I going to say? I have a tendency. This is what Mianite's done to me now.
Well, there we go.
a
That
Dynamite,
was
maybe?
us using Voxel Sniper. That's what we use for a lot of these things. But if people aren't aware of that, go watch the previous videos. But what we've built here is the overall shape. This is the overall shape with all the wool laid out. Again, I like using wool to lay things out. So red is main structure. Green is kind of like these spikes that are going to come off. And that's basically the main design. I think we should probably get started on the staircase. So
there's confusion in the chat.
Yeah, you know, we build a lot of the time when the other guys are on live streaming and recording for Mianite. So you know they're playing their normal Minecrafts while we're here building away with Voxel Sniper and
with our wizardry powers.
Yes.
It's quite cool because it's nice for them to kind of like they get instant feedback as well, rather than just like coming on and like we get to experience the reactions, which is always important when you're building stuff. But yeah.
So there was a really good idea, showing like good use of the block palette. There is I've basically just been selecting the blocks over there, and they go into my hotbar, and then I can change it. Now James, Mr. Waglington, one of our buildy wizards, started using cobbled. I was like, I don't want cobbled. I want some black. Because again, we're trying to focus on the ideas that we're building this castle around the color and the tones of green and black. So accenting it with darker grays, and then also having black and green as the major colors. So that's kind of the approach here.
Yeah, we wanted to make sure that like because those are sort of his like signature colors, that those were definitely in the build and part of the build, and it also helped us like themic, like having a lot of stuff like theme from sort of dark necromancy, evil sort of looming stuff. So that's pretty much where we're kind of going with it, and I think it's turned out really well. But then, these stairs are. Yeah,
people were getting confused about how I was doing them. Basically, it's slab stair, slab stair, slab stair. So it's just a staggered way to do it, and it looks a little bit nicer because you have basically a block and a half flat, and then you have a step up, which looks, I think, really nice. So
yeah,
it's all about
design. Still working through in wool and everything, but
it's crazy thinking about like what this land right where we're building right now looked like before we flattened it.
Oh yeah, we just completely came in and just went nope.
Yeah,
demolish
it's
all of
pretty
this.
interesting to see that. I always like seeing that in the time lapses because that's something we haven't really shown until the Mianite building series is actual voxel sniping like time lapse stuff.
Yeah,
It's
I mean
it's
it's
very
fairly
cool.
simple, and it's not really anything that's kind of. Well, I suppose it's simple for us. Like it's quite sort of, I don't know. It's like set in stone now. This is what we do every single time, so it's not
Yeah,
anything that we I
yeah, I
I
like it.
crashed and
You
on
crashed.
there. So
Good job. Good
yeah,
job. So here
not
we go.
my fault.
We're just finishing up here. This is going to be the staircase into the castle, which you'll no doubt see a lot more later. But I think it's time to really start building things up a little bit. Okay, so the main shape is kind of built now. We've got these big green spiky things sticking up out of the ground, and we're pretty happy with this. But again, this has got to be a castle, a big tower, a big kind of spirey, castle-y thing. So there's still a lot more
Yeah.
to do. But again, you might see some influence from Lord of the Rings with these big kind of turret things sticking out.
That's definitely one of the main inspirations on it. That's where
Yeah.
we got our main reference image from. So
Yeah, indeed, indeed. So
yeah.
this is the overall shape of what we want to build for the side section here. This is we built this all
Pretty-
out of red wool.
It's pretty cool, yeah. I think James is now the master of shapes, is what I'm, referring to him as,
Yeah, it was kind of like a amalgamation, a grouping of James's and I's idea. I said I want this big kind of curve going up into the tower, and then he came up
Yeah.
with this idea where it kind of goes up and then spikes and then down and then back up again, which I thought was really kind of an interesting shape. So, and then we're just kind of slowly going to build this in here with cobblestone to make the shape kind of look good, and that's basically what we do. We select points, fill it in
Yeah.
with cobble, and then see if we like the shape. But
and that's
you
the
can
thing.
see
You
the
always
Optic
do
Gaming
the
logo
shape
there too.
first.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
always do the basic shape, give it a bit of depth, and then say, okay, well, yeah, no, I'm happy with that. Let's detail it and give it the polish level
Yeah,
that
exactly.
you need.
Exactly. I think to show this off in all its might, we should do a couple of time lapses, show people some cool things, how we build some things in speedy speed, and then we'll come back and
Speed.
show you guys what we got. And there we go. This is the shape, Phil.
It's
This is
beautiful.
What do you think? You like it? Yeah, it's looking
It's-
good. I see. Like I've taken a screenshot. I like
so
it so much.
captivating.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I really like this.
this is the overall shape now. We've really kind of bulked it out. You saw us kind of do some world edit flip stuff to get that in there. We jump down here so you guys can see it from ground level. It looks
Yeah.
really imposing. There's still something else we want to add to the top. Originally, we were planning on building a huge like upper section on top of this like section again. We were going to build it out and bulk it out and turn it into like a big spire. But I think that's something we decided against kind of at the last minute. But
Yeah. It's very easy to get carried away with these sort of things, and then we have to remember, like, oh wait, no, we do have to try and stick to a certain sort of size, because that's the whole contractual bit of us being
yeah,
the wizards.
The miniature down there again, and again
Yeah.
we're pretty high up on the design. We've changed it a little bit, but I'm pretty happy with what we've got. And that was me checking what height I was at and everything. So basically now what we're going to do is we're going to figure out how we want to do this. Now you'll see in the next talent section a kind of a big bubble grows out of the top a little bit, like a big cylinder pops out. That's something that, again, I'm starting to build it here. It's something we decide against, and we go for kind of spikes, kind of like claws instead, but you'll see that in a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think that's one thing we can talk about briefly now, Phil, really quickly, is how sometimes just ideas don't work, they just don't look good.
Oh yeah. No, you always have to try out an idea, but it's always best to give it a try and then come back and say, nah, actually I didn't want that, then just kind of sit there and not do anything.
Yeah.
So, if you have an idea, just try and run with it, and then you'll figure it out on as you go. Just make it up as you go along.
Exactly. Quick a little time lapse there just to show a little
Yep.
bit of progress on the top. Again, you can see as we destroyed a lot of stuff at the top, and then we've built these kind of spikes coming out. And I think really that's it for us building today. I think we're really happy. This is the overall shape is done now. We've got a few little things like little towers to build at the front to fill in that bottom section. But we're going to do all of those on Thursday's video, and we're going to talk a little bit more about the outside before detailing the hell out of it. And then we're going to jump on the inside and show you guys how we design the inside of the Nadeshot castle, as it is being referred to. But yeah, I'm really happy with this. I think it looks really good. It's kind of like imposing on the landscape.
It is very imposing, and I cannot wait to have it with all of the detail and everything on there, rather than just the cobble walls and the everything, because, you know, the shape is almost lost at the moment without that detail in it. But I love the bottom bits. They look exactly how we kind of wanted them to be.
I'm going to need to fix that, but
it's fine. It's fine. We'll do that later.
Look how much of the landscape it takes up. It's huge.
We'll get one of the apprentice wizards to do that.
To fix it, yeah. And again, this is the base shape here. If you guys are happy with this, leave us a comment below and let us know what you think. If you've been watching Mianite, you've probably already seen the finished castle as well. So hopefully you guys leave comments letting us know how you think about the finished castle as well. But yeah, there we go. Another thing just to let you all know is we've actually started live streaming over on twitch.tv/TheFyreUK. We'll be live streaming lots of things, including Jerry's Tree 2.0 over there, which is Captain Sparkle's recent Ask of the Wizards. But I think that's it. I think that's it, Phil. I've taken another screenshot, so I think this is the end
With
of
that
the video.
screenshot, that's the end.
Goodbye.